My name is Daniel Wessels. I'm from South Africa. I've lived here most of my life, and I'm currently in Cape Town. I've been here for 3 years now, and my fitness expertise, I started playing sport from a very young age of 4 years old, or three actually.
Wow.
I grew up on a farm, so I was always outdoors being active, and my love for sport took me into the direction of playing every sport, and I eventually ended up being a professional swimmer and swam in the Olympic squad, and swam at some World Cup finals, and yeah, that pretty much led me to where I am today, in a nutshell. Wow, a long, a long period of a lot of things happening, but I'd have to say, being involved in sport for so long and always being a leader in my own sense, I kind of felt this rhythm in my life that I was really good at helping people achieve things. So I was captain of certain teams and leaders of certain groups. So I had this natural ability to lead. And when I realized at a point in my swimming career that it was such a selfless, selfish sport that you had to give everything up just for yourself to achieve, I kind of needed something else to kind of branch off into, to feel that unity. Even though like we had the squad, the swimming squad, and we swam together, it was a very individualistic sport. So from that, it kind of led me into fitness. I went into modeling, just commercial modeling, and commercial modeling just didn't do it for me. I kind of needed that sporting side of things, and that led me into fitness modeling. Fitness modeling I did from the year 2010, and within my first year I placed second in South Africa, and I qualified for world champs. So I went over to world champs in Las Vegas and came top 10 in the world, and I realized, okay, I'm pretty good at this, but again, I'm doing it all for myself. So that was like the first, I think the first real moment was once I'd done that in 2011, I realized then, okay, maybe I can make something of this, you know. And yeah, then I was in the gym. I saw a lot of PTs at the gym living their best life, you know, helping people. And a lot of the trainers were my friends. And it just always seemed to be the kind of workplace that I would want to put myself into. So from going to helping myself achieve all these things, it was the time to kind of help other people achieve their goals. I'd say helping people, definitely, you know, giving back to the community, helping people live their best life. I think fitness, health, especially is priority in this life. You've only got one vessel to carry your soul and your mind, and uh, what better way to set a foundation than, you know, be dedicated to something, put in the work, and all the work that you are putting in, even though you do have some assistance, maybe someone guiding you along the way, you can definitely see the effect of that discipline across your entire life. So it just fits hand in hand as your foundation, your base of the pyramid. And yeah, that's why I love it. I think the fitness industry has boomed so much over the past few years. And I was at the start of that boom. It felt like it. So it's been such a great journey to watch it expand how it has. And yeah, I'd say the like-mindedness of people wanting to achieve certain goals and coming together and being in a training environment where they push each other and can help each other is very cool. The biggest thing would be business etiquette, business mindset. You know, a lot of people just think, oh, well, I'm a trainer now and I train people, but you're running a business and you're seeing a lot of clients, and you've got to manage and monetize on keeping those clients, keeping client retention. making sure that you treat them as your family members, because you probably do see them sometimes more than you see your family at times. So being aware of that, having a good business plan before you even go into personal training, and yeah, etiquette, just being professional at all times, making sure that your clients are getting their money's worth, because it is a long-term kind of contract that you would want with people to see their progress. You need to make sure that you are always on top of your game, making sure that you respect their time. I think that's a big thing, because we only have time at the end of the day. So that would put you in a good stead with your clients and keeping them for a long-term basis. COVID was an interesting one. I think because I had done online for 5 years prior to working in-house with people and in person, it was an easier transition for me to kind of change my clients onto the online platforms, the training fitness apps where they can follow training protocols and follow videos and follow any plans that I've created for them in the week, that they can follow week to week or on a monthly basis. I think client retention, again, during this time, also hard, because a lot of people took a lot of knocks in their business and just their everyday life. So things have kind of been turned upside down. What I did was just, again, I built up that base foundation of a family unit within my clientele. And I think that put me in good stead just coming out of this, because a lot of people wanted to support me still during this time. Fortunately, my clients had the ability to do that. I lost a few clients due to COVID, obviously. Yeah. They lost their business, lost all their income. And it was kind of a weird transition, because I couldn't then throw my contract in their face and be like, oh, well, you have to give a month's notice. You have to still pay me for this month, even though you're not training. It was like, okay, this has never happened. I don't expect you to pay for, this month. Let's transition together. Let's get through this together. So I've managed to keep the majority of my core clients, which is great, and found a new schedule now during this COVID period. And to be honest, I'm really happy, because I've actually left my workplace gym where I was contracted to. So I've completely changed my lifestyle again. I'd say just communication. Again, at the end of the day, I think a lot of people don't like to communicate over, social media or even technology. They kind of feel weird, maybe looking at themselves or other people seeing them, or it doesn't feel as personal. And to make it personal, I think you have to really just lock in, focus your energy, not get distracted, and motivate them, continue to motivate them, because during this time, everyone, stuck at home mostly for this period, exercise and keeping your mind busy and getting out that stress that you might feel in your everyday life, that is important. And I think everyone needs to exercise a little bit every day, and having someone there to push you, guide you, be your motivator, works wonders. And even in turn, working with my clients and training with them sometimes would motivate me. Sometimes I was like, oh man, I don't really feel like training today. I'm just really lazy. And they're like, you know what, join us for a session. Let's do it together. Oh, if there wasn't a boom for online training, there is now. I think every second person is now a trainer or a certified health coach, or fitnessgram model or something of the sort. There's so many different offers out there to choose from, which can be quite overwhelming. So definitely the marketplace will be flooded. I think quality might be hard to come by. If you might make a few mistakes, choose the wrong trainer, go with the wrong person. So I just suggest doing your homework first before getting involved with the trainer. Maybe speak to them first, get to know them on a personal level before, signing up with them. See if you like their personality and who they are. because you're obviously paying them a lot of money every month. Yeah, I think for the better though. I think if anything, people have learned that health is super important. And I mean, the obesity rate is one of the main reasons why people are dying from COVID. So, just keeping healthy, keeping fit, and moving your body, to prevent those things from happening, also great. How COVID will change the fitness industry, it's exciting, but also nerve-wracking because we don't know, what's really going to happen. Mostly online. I think, I'm moving to Canada next year with my wife, so a lot of our training would be online with clients, and keeping client retention here in this country and around the world. Online seems to be the way to go. In Cape Town, it's great because we have the mountain, we have the ocean, we have beaches and forests and open fields. It's a very active lifestyle. So definitely here, when I moved to Cape Town, I saw the massive change in lifestyle. It was like people were cycling on the promenade by the ocean and running and rollerblading and taking their dogs for walks. There's beautiful parks in the area. So it's a massive part of people's life here. And the schedule here would be most people train in the morning to get their day going. A lot of the older people just do it for more social gatherings and maybe rehabilitation, and they've got extra time, so they're there during the middle of the day. Come the evening time, you've got people that have been working from early morning and just want to let off some steam in the evening, maybe socialize a little bit. And then you've got the late night, maybe like 7:30, 8 p.m. crowd who are there late after work. They're coming in, they don't want to be disturbed, their goggles are on and they are laser beam focused and they just want to kill it. Don't talk to me, I just want to get my session done and then go home. So there's a whole lot of different pockets of people, which means there's different clientele for everyone. And yeah, the fitness industry here and fitness lifestyle is massive. My experience, just be yourself, do what you're good at. Yeah. And if you're not good at it, study that, study, apply, study, apply, study, apply. Try something new every day. You can go onto YouTube now and you can learn so much from so many educated people. It's really opened up the world of education for everyone. And if you go and learn something from another trainer or another biokineticist or chiropractor or sports person, you can really take that and adopt that to your training. You don't have to be 100% good at it from the get-go, but you can definitely start applying little things to your training to maybe make yourself more dynamic. I think what trainers lack the most is being dynamic and getting stuck in one sort of way of training, because you're going to get different clients a long way, and you might lose a client because they're like, oh, well, I'm looking for this, and you're like, oh, well, I don't do that, sorry, and you've had all that time to kind of research and learn how to do that, and then you don't. So I think just educating yourself, staying educated, not getting complacent. Don't think that you know everything. You might be really good at one genre of training, but you can definitely make the best of other workforces for you. Favorite one is, it's a dubstep song. It's called Throwing Elbows. Throwing Elbows by Excision. I can send you the exact name. It features someone else in the song, but it's kind of if you imagine a machine robot coming out of a basement that's been locked up for centuries, and finally the doors are opened and it's allowed to just wreak havoc, and the song plays. That's the song. All of them. Favorite cheat meal? I'd have to say burgers. Yeah, any burger. Any burgers really, like, I love the fact that you have to eat it, like you have to like grab your food. I think like eating with a knife and fork is like, that's not cheating. That's like, you are being gentle, you're treating your food with respect. I think when you cheat, you have to like really get into it. So like either would be like chicken wings with burgers and fries and cheese sauce and barbecue sauce and mushroom sauce. Just go for it, go to town. Got OB Vincent in the UK. Good friends with my wife. They worked together at some point in their career, which is quite cool. And I wish I'd met him, but I haven't met him. Obi Vincent's great. Yaku de Brain is great. Also a friend of mine. Um, Man, there's so many. AJ Ellison, Devin Levesque, also from the UK. He's insane. That guy is like backflips and, running up walls and doing insane explosive stuff. Um, some Should I say my wife? My wife inspires me too. She's great. Yeah. She was one of the first that inspired me. And when I moved to Canada for a while, I actually worked with her because she worked only with women. So that was quite cool to experience that with her. And yeah, I mean, there's so many, nowadays. It's great. Say, dream it, live it. Um, Anything you dream, anything your mind conceives, whatever you're putting your intent behind, whatever you're putting your focus into, whatever you're manifesting your thoughts into actions, whatever those actions are doing for you, eventually the ultimate goal will be whatever you have dreamt of. So I think a lot of people put parameters on where they're going to get to in their life, and those parameters start within your mind. So just being mentally strong, waking up every day and just treating every day as one more moment. Each little moment that makes up your day, makes up the next minute, makes up the next hour, makes up the next day. That day turns into weeks, months, years. Eventually, it's your lifetime. And if you've manifested good thoughts and focus really on what you're doing and put the intent behind it, anything is possible.